Timing IBRA. Timing IBRA. Timing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, the match resumes. Live commentary will be on in just 5 minutes. I'm just having a breather. 5 minutes and then we'll resume a live commentary. Welcome back, but what a first session of this match that we had. Jerry going 2-0 up, IBRA pulling one back, Jerry going 4-2 up, IBRA starting to pull games back slowly but steadily, and by the time we went into the break, he was already leading 10-8 with a very wonderful element of composure, which has forced Jerry not only to have timeout but also to unsettle his game plan. And it is very testimony, even in the first game after the timeout, that Jerry, because of that, is clearly about to go 3 games down. And in the spirit of excelling in unity in Uganda during the halftime, we used it to raise some funds from the crowd for a lady player who was pleading to the crowd to contribute to her air travel and to China for the World Heibo Championships. And some money has been collected, and I can confirm to you that Rashida Mutesi is one of the players who will be representing Uganda in the World Heibo Championships. In the meantime, IBRA for the first time in the match goes 3 games up. He is starting to get himself a grip on this match. One thing Jerry should be careful with is not for IBRA to take a big lead. If he does, I will almost predict that there will be no way back for Jerry. IBRA the only time that IBRA has taken a big lead in a money match and then failed to win that same money match was against Timothy Onida, the Zimbabwean Sakala, in Bulawayo, before the Queen's double elimination comp at Queen's Sports Club last year. And the loss of that lead was more or less due to the fact that the crowds shouted Sakala all the way to the comeback and to the win. Today's crowd is an IBRA crowd. They will be rooting for him and not against him. Jerry must not, I repeat, must not allow IBRA to go 4, 5, 6 games up, because the match will be concluded before its time comes. Some kind of discussion ongoing. Actually, Jerry's chalk fell into the pocket and is requesting the umpire to have it. Remember, players are not expected to touch the pockets during the match. One of the guys on IBRA's management team will help Jerry, that is Bob, and gives him his chalk, and the match shall resume in perfect peace. You could mind maybe the red ball near the center pocket on the right. Maybe it is the one and only ball which is not as good as Jerry would have hoped for, but as long as he gets a good white for it, he can put it in that same center pocket. This is a frame that Jerry has no reason not to go for. He has been playing himself in trouble the last 3, 4, 5 games. Every time he was about to win a frame, something comes up and he gives it away. Now as if something has just happened, but he can pot. The pot is on. He was probably hoping to open up the yellow, which is almost the red, which is almost touching the yellow. Maybe he will try again. He's clearly trying to do that. He opens up, and as long as the yellow ball is potted, the red is potted to that corner pocket, the game will be gone. Some level of difficulty for him. What he's doing is where he wants the white ball to finally rest, to try and pot the black ball. I am not so sure he can see it in full. He goes for a mass shot. White ball curving round the yellow, finds the black ball and sinks it in. Very good shooting from Jeremiah Green. The South African bulldozer impresses and gets a round of applause from the Ugandan fans for simply entertaining them, even though the entertainment was bringing a game back for Jeremiah, who pulls one back and now trails 11-9. The bulldozer to break and puts the white ball on the break. Many a times when I've been interviewing him before or after matches, he was always saying that for as long as his break is on, he will be okay. In the first 5, 6, 7 games, he was having a very good break. In the next few games, I will say he has lost his break. And he has lost the lead. And he is in trouble. If you are just joining the stream, if you somehow haven't been following this page for the last 1 week or so, Uganda is under attack by one of the best players, not only in South Africa but also the entire continent. Jeremiah Green, nicknamed Ganda Ganda, which means the bulldozer, is having a tour of Uganda to play in 2 tournaments and have money matches against 7 of Uganda's best players. So far he has played against 5. Today is the 6th. He has won 4 money matches and has lost 1. He has defeated Simon Lubula, Joseph Kasozi, Rashid Wagaba, Bwanika Mansur, and has so far lost to Ibrahim Kayanja. The second IBRA is now leading 11-9 against the bulldozer, and it is the biggest race of the tour so far. They are racing to 21. It is the same race and same stake, $2,000 for which Jerry will play against Caesar Chandiga, the best of the Ugandan players in the tour. We are at Climax Bar in Machindye in Kampala city, the capital city of Uganda. It is IBRA in attack in a match that will be remembered for a lot of time for all of the reasons. 2 players with a very distinct style, very distinctive body size, distinctive age, distinctive countries from there where they are coming from, distinctive sets of fans, but one thing in common: they are both excellent players in their own abilities. The guy at home, Ibrahim Sejemba, is leading 11-9 and playing to make it 12. And after Jerry fouled on the break, IBRA comes out very merciless against the black and sinks it in. IBRA 12, Jerry 9. With the little magician, as Ibrahim Sejemba is also nicknamed, having come from down and is now leading, there is all sorts of reason to worry in Durban. All sorts of reason to be worried in Johannesburg. All sorts of reasons to have fear in Pretoria. All sorts of reasons to be scared in Mpumalanga. But all sorts of reasons to have belief in Kampala and Masaka and Gulu and Jinja and the whole of Uganda that the guy born in Bokoto area near Ntinda is about to take down a giant of the sport on the continent, not just in ability but also in size. Ibrahim Sejemba has spotted on the break again. It is IBRA now in control of the match. He is having better breaks and better clearances. Jerry is having dry and foul breaks and unforced errors. It is a sequence that has been going on for the last 45 minutes to 1 hour, exactly the same as it was happening for the first 40 minutes or so of the match. Normally that is how many matches are. Each of the 2 players, if they are at this level, they have a sequence of games which can define the entire match in itself. He has been going through a lot. This young man, a big scare of malaria, which had him bedridden for a full week, taking up to 9 drips of each 6 hours, which made him so weak, bedridden, and fatigued. Also some personal issues, but how he is composing himself to produce his best form, for which he has been known for the last 3, 4, 5 years as one of the best players on the entire continent, is something you and I will continue to watch in disbelief. He will have a short matter of a center pocket ball and a push. The ball he needs to put in that pocket in the background of your screen on the left, with the top spin on it, white ball following the red just a little. He does it perfectly. The next shot, which is the most important shot of the match, is way easier for a player of this magnitude. Wonderful. IBRA versus the Black for the 13th time. IBRA 13, Jerry 9. It is a 4-game lead. Jerry must start winning. If IBRA makes it 15 or 16 with Jerry on 9, I will see no way back. That is why I think, as much as we have played already 22 frames, frame number 23 is very, very, very important, especially for Jerry to try and start a comeback, but also for IBRA to extend his lead, for Jerry to lose hope of taking victory. Jerry to break. For the last 2 minutes, the fans have been treated to one of those fast but then magical Jerry clearances. A dry break, IBRA failing to close the table. Jerry finishing off the yellows, having himself snookered against the black, but then playing a mask shot, white ball spinning around IBRA's red, and putting the black ball in the center was such a joy to watch. IBRA has responded by potting on the break. His break has become so, I would say, on. The break has been on today. It was only off for the last few games at the start, and it's a big reason as to why he is leading. He is very, very, very aware that Jerry can make a comeback in no time. He must apply all of his brilliance, all of his calmness, all of his composure under pressure. Every time when a chance as this one comes by, he must take down the frame. He has taken too much time to play his next shot, but whatever he's planning to do must be perfected. He clearly has all the respect for his opponent, and he clearly knows that he only stands a chance when he doesn't play to the strength of Jerry, because he will not beat Jerry by trying to compete him at his own game. Fast attack-minded approach. He is clearly doing it deliberately to slow down the game, to try and frustrate his opponent, also to try and avoid unforced errors on his own part. He's up against only 3 yellows, which should be sunk in with some good cue ball control. It is already 11:30 p.m. in Uganda, in Kenya, in Tanzania. It is just past 10:30 p.m. everywhere in Southern Africa. Still 8 p.m. in Western Africa. The places where most of the viewers of these games are. I really appreciate you guys that you are still online in your thousands, watching IBRA, doing what IBRA does best. There has been some imperfection here. He used less energy bringing the white ball backwards than he hoped he would. He will try to put in the corner pocket. Black ball will surely be open, and the shot is a success. It will pit him against the black to try and make it 14.
You're the best.
And it is win number 14 for Ibrahim Sejemba. The crowd are starting to believe that the little magician managed by Roxbury in Chiwanga is about to become the toast of the African continent tonight. Thank you, John Duron Cabo. You say IBRA is very slow. Yes, he plans his games and goes for them slowly, but he sticks to the plan. That is one thing about his game. And that slowness is what helps him avoid unforced errors. And he is a very difficult player to beat. Jerry puts the cue ball on the break. The fans are celebrating it as if IBRA has spotted black. Taki Hope says the guy is good. Bashi Mumba Kopadinho, you are watching from Pika in Zambia. You are supporting Jerry. Thank you for watching. Sami Chinyangwa, you are uploading one of the last shots. Delisa Denisa, you say IBRA is taking ever between shots. I do agree with you. But one thing I have to tell you is that as long as the time he takes is less than 60 seconds to take a shot, it is within the rules. And there is nothing we can do with it. Makwa Papat, thank you for watching. You are watching Ibrahim Sejemba taking on Jeremiah Naido from South Africa in a money match with $2,000 at stake. IBRA 15, Jerry 10. IBRA is not only playing for the win, not only for the money, but to prove a point to doubters, to naysayers, both in his own country and elsewhere on the continent. When you reach 15 in a race to 21, you start to believe that the end is in sight. There is a maximum of 17 games left to play. Too many of them, 17, and of those, IBRA needs 6. And if Jerry doesn't win the other 11, he will have lost the match. That is the math. He has been lucky on the break in the last 10-15 games. He's on the break, hits them hard. This time it is a dry break. And how about that from Jerry? Even when he's not having the best of matches, he keeps reminding his opponent, keeps reminding the fans, he keeps reminding everybody watching online that he is more than capable of pulling off this match. Not only because of his ability, but how fast he can do it. And if IBRA was to have bad breaks and Jerry good breaks in the next 3, 4, 5 games, it will not even take 20 minutes for Jerry to take the lead. That is sometime how fast he can turn around matches. He was at one point down against Kasozi. He came back, equalized, and won with a 4-game margin. He was down 5-2 against Mansour. At the end of the day, he won 15-10. He was down at one time against Dog City. He won with a relatively big margin. It is not yet done. From wherever you are watching, if you are supporting IBRA, first hold your celebrations. Not because IBRA is not good enough, but because the opponent is Jerry, who now fouls on the break. He laughs at himself. He knows that maybe he will not have his day. Council, please do, sir. I'm alright. I'm enjoying. With each shot he puts, with each step he takes, with every thought in his mind, this young man re-energizes the team, not just in himself but also in his fans, that this mission is possible. Yes, there is money to win and lose, but believe you me, it is not about the money. It is more about to win, improving the brand, increasing respectability. The opportunities for sponsorship after winning events like this. Actually, one thing I can tell you is that his manager, Mr. Zach from Roxbury, who I think is not so good at handling pressure, decided not to come, just sent me the steak. If IBRA wins, is one person who will clearly surrender all the winnings to the player, and he could even just go ahead and tomorrow purchase an air ticket to China for the World Hayball Championships. But look at this. If it was a normal shot, he would have had himself snookered. The fact that the white ball had a lot of spin on it, when it hit the yellow, it got enough to position itself where it can be potted. And yes, black is potted for the 16th time in the match. He is still 5 clear. He is doing what exactly has to be done to win a money match of this magnitude. Win a series of consecutive games, which he did, and once you do not accept your opponent to do the same. Once he wins, pull one back. IBRA is now a clear favorite to win this match, and yet even worse enough for Jerry, tomorrow it is Caesar. This guy is not just shooting well today. He is breaking well. He's reading the games well. He's finishing well. He's avoiding unforced errors. He has so far been the best player. Jerry has won many matches against Eden, against Caesar, against Victor, against Kelvin. He has never played against IBRA. The one player he has played against Jerry, whose playing style is a little bit similar to IBRA, I would say, is Victor. And it is Jerry who won. That that shot is a sign of a player oozing with confidence.
Yes, once again, a chapena nga mutiza wa 12 Jerry versus Caesar. Same place, same venue, same time.
Tomorrow, same venue, same table, same place, same time. Jerry versus Caesar. That one will be another moment of history. I don't think that after this or the next frame, either of the two players will be asking for a timeout, because IBRA is clearly the player in the rhythm with the momentum. He will want to continue with it. Jerry is the guy that asked for a timeout the last time the players went out, and even after the timeout, IBRA started from where he had left it. Watch out for that yellow ball closest to IBRA's white. It is the only not so good ball that IBRA is faced with. He could even decide to start with it. A sharp cut on it will put it in the corner pocket where he is standing next. And as long as white ball clearly moves, bounces off two cushions, he could be good to go. Decides to start with the easiest shot to put, not a bad decision. His idea is to put the next yellow in the center pocket, and the shot is okay. He can go for the center pocket, he can go for the corner pocket on the right. With the kind of confidence in which he is, everything is possible, and I will say easily possible.
My darling.
Thank you.
IBRA is starting to make what I normally call light work of a player who is supposed to have started this match as a favorite. One thing I can tell you is that there were so many Ugandans who were sidestepping on Jerry, and they couldn't even get people with whom to stake, because they did not think that IBRA was winning this match. And if IBRA wins this match, as it seems he will, as long as he gets 4 games next, Jerry will become the biggest of a long list of victims that have fallen down to this guy, and I'm shortly going to be getting you the list. Another foul break. Jerry simply laughs at himself, looks at his manager in the face and asks him, what could I have done there? He has so far been so unforgiving of Jerry. Every time Jerry has either not potted on the black or potted the white ball. As a very young man, IBRA's first money match as a truly established player, was in 2017 against then one of Uganda's best players, if not the very best, in Amos Ndiagumanawe, and yes, believe you me, Ibrahim defeated him 16-4. He played against Ishmael Mthetha of South Africa, curtain raising for a match between Ishmael and Hazard later in the year, and Ibra won 11-7. In 2020, he did the unthinkable, inviting the majority of the entire country of Ugandan players to no black money matches, with the exception of only 4: Geoffrey Setumba, Joseph Kasozi, Mansour Banika, and Caesar Chandiga. And yes, majority of them ended in victory for Ibra, defeating Amos Ndiagumanawe 16-15, defeated Alfred Gomekiriza 16-10, defeated Nsubuga Alan, and also defeated Isaac Sebufu and Ibrahim Kayanja. All of them no black, where the player didn't have even to touch the black, as well as they finished their own color of balls. He played in Zambia for 2 years. While there, he had a few money matches, both ending in victory against Kelvin Nkandu and Moses Mofia. Played a money match against Joseph Kasozi in Uganda, won it 16-12. He has played 3 money matches against Bwanika Mansour, one of his long-time rivals. 2 of them racing to 21, winning them both 21-20 respectively. Of course, he lost one of those money matches, 16-13. He has played a money match against Caesar Chandiga, and Ibra lost 21-18. He had started Ibrahim Kayanja with +5 and defeated him 16-13. He also moved to Kenya to have a tour. He defeated David Mbuthi Bike, Ben, and Damian Overton. Here he is against Jerry and has potted black for the 19th time in this match. He is having a blast. It is the time that he simply has to enjoy himself. Jerry knows that despite all the expectation, he is not winning this match. Ibra needs 2 games out of a total of 11 next. I beg your pardon, the scoreboard was already updated. IBRA is on 18, not 19. Once again, IBRA 18, Jerry 11. IBRA on the break. For the last 30 minutes also, he has almost been playing alone. This time, he took fouls on the break. And the Jerry, I know, in the next 1 minute or less, will be one game better. Thank you for watching. Champion Keith, Aaron Karen, George Sigego Mabaso, Chikawa Ricky, Daniel Mandava, Edwin Baka Otumfo, thank you Africa for refusing to give up, refusing to sleep until you are sure of the winner of this historical money match. It is more than 1 minute. For Jerry, that one will go down as a slow clearance, but a slow clearance only for Jerry. For any other player, it would have been a very fast clearance. He has pulled one back to 12 for him and 18 for IBRA. It seems IBRA is asking for another timeout. This one is more psychological. Once again, the timeout is only 5 minutes. The live video shall be resuming in exactly 5 minutes.